Oh, Dory. Thank you, mon ami.
You need to come clean.
Care to explain? Your father.
I don't think of him as my father anymore.
Still, why didn't you just tell us?
Because it's private. And it's painful and it's none of your business. I cut ties with him decades ago.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I've told you everything you need to know.
I'd rather make that determination for myself.
I think we can all understand where each other's coming from, right? He hasn't steered us wrong yet. But we're a team now. And we won't get very far if we don't trust each other.
Family's complicated.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles, your blind eyes on the dial,
Can we fix him?
stripping off.
The stories say that gestrels reincarnate. Is that true? Can you bring Noko back?
Partially. We can bring Noko back to life. But not all of Noko will return. It will be a different Noko. The one you knew is gone.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. And all for naught. The Paintress heart was in that manor, and now it's gone. We have no way to access the monolith.
Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way.
What?
We found 58 and their journals.
He's still not telling us
Sir,
things.
I wasn't hiding it. If that's what you're implying. It's a dead end.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There is someone else who can help us.
Oh. Of course.
Excuse me. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons?
Whoa.
Do you need their hearts?
Look, to create this weapon, he needs enormous amounts of pure chroma, which is way beyond what we can get from Nevrons. The only source are Axons, yes. But like I said, that's a dead end, it's impossible.
Why? What are Axons?
They're massive creatures living on islands around the monolith. They're much stronger and much more dangerous than Nevrons. I can't die, and I still couldn't take them down.
Yet we found the corpse of one in Old Lumiere, so it's possible.
I don't know how that one died. But I'm telling
A gigantic
you,
titan thing.
listen to me, please. Our chances of taking them down without you lot dying are close to zero.
Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And As expeditioners, if we die fighting.
Wonderful pep talk.
I know.
All right, if we're going to fight the Axons, then let's be smart about it.
What do you mean?
I've had a few rough encounters with the Axons. There are 3 located on islands around the monolith, and we need at least 2 hearts to get enough chroma. One lives on a mountain too high for us to reach, so that one's out. We should start with the one to the west of the monolith. It's already been weakened by previous expeditions, right?
Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances.
Or we embrace the challenge and pick the one in the east.
I like your spirit.
Thank you.
Did you listen to what I just said?
It's a bit reckless. CL's been hanging out with the Jestrels way too much. Oh, what did the journal actually say? We should read it. 58.
Expedition 58, Delphine. The behemoth is such a marvel. It has a small city on its back that I really want to explore.
Oh
But yet
wow,
the
that's
state is
huge.
too risky, too easy to get caught by the nevs around here. Verso called this thing an Axon. Apparently they are incredibly powerful, with hearts of pure chroma, utterly unkillable. Except, clearly, something did. Verso and his father, Renoir, spent years trying to kill the Axons, hoping to forge their hearts into a weapon to break the barrier. But no dice. I bet the curator would love to get his hands on one of those hearts. He could easily forge such a weapon.
So at some point, both Verso and his father, Verso and Renoir, were trying to break the barrier. They were on the same side at this point, trying to do the same thing, which is no longer the case. Huh. You need to tell us, like, everything. Just come clean. He's still not coming clean fully. He only says stuff as much as he thinks we need to know, which is often not the full extent of what we need to know. I'll do this later. I'm curious about that black and white time stoppage time. I think up until now, every time it's happened, well, it's obviously revolved around Maelle. But also, Renoir and Alicia have been able to freely move and talk within it, right? But this time, everybody was in there and just stopped, including Renoir, and the only people moving were Alicia and Maelle. So Renoir is not the one that can control that fully then, because he was the one that got frozen too, so it's Alicia. What was she trying to tell us though? Tell Maelle. Alicia's birthday party. Okay, that might be a little bit too upbeat. Kind of EDM-ish. Or Heartfelt. If Alicia wants us to know something, she should just talk. And I remember in the beginning, she was like, everything is Maelle's fault, is apparently what Renoir was saying, Alicia was saying.
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to 0?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Maelle's different.
That's true. We should protect her. But she can't... Oh... If all of us die, she can't just survive out here too. Can she go back? Let's spend time with CL.
Story time?
Let me think.
So even right now, that Paintress is huddled there. So that's the real body of the Paintress, but then the one in the manor is like the heart. Also didn't have a face, like the fading people.
Come on. You've been alive for over 60 years. You must have tons of stories.
But fading means, yeah, someone's forgetting about them, right? Like if the Paintress is painting them, they're being forgotten by the Paintress. The memory is getting... Like, we have to hold on to the memory if people go far, far away. Or whatever the man said.
Over 100 years, actually. So, it's hard to choose.
You're 100 years old and so indecisive?
All right. Let me think.
Share the personal thing.
Okay, I'm going to share something deeply personal with you.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
It's about my hair.
White hairs?
Your hair? That's a bit literal on the dark and personal.
Hey, I'm sharing a heartfelt secret here. Do you want the story or not?
How old was Verso when his age stopped? When he stopped aging? But his hair's whiter than his dad's.
Please, do share.
Sometime after the fracture, my hair turned completely white, like an old man. Luckily, the Gestural village has a hairstylist quite skilled in color treatments.
Oh. Alicia has completely white hair. Renoir is completely black. And you're streaks.
Lucky.
Wait, so maybe Renoir dyed his hair.
But he's always napping when I get there, and his apprentice always mucks things up. I'm lucky my hair's not purple this time.
Purple could be fun.
So, your turn.
That was hardly dark or personal.
It's something.
White hair? Old man, I'm revealing myself here.
All you've revealed is that you're vain and that you're really bad at making appointments.
Vain? Hey, I'm not the one with all the bracelets and rings.
Actually, my students made these bracelets for me to
Oh.
remember them by.
Like fighting students?
Because chances are we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. My youngest student is 6. Her parents will gommage when she's 12, and she herself won't live past 21. Her parents did the maths. They'll have 12 years as a family, and she'll experience 21 years of life.
And it's really painful to hear about.
These are the choices we get to make. The earlier you have children, the more time you get to share with them, the more life they'll get to live.
That's also crazy though, like having people have kids when they're 15 or even younger. They can barely take care of themselves.
And every year you wait.
First of all, do we even want to have kids? Like having a kid in these kind of circumstances, if we don't have one, we're all doomed. If we have one, you're putting them on Earth in this terrible situation.
You're shortening your child's life.
Precisely.
You don't have any children, though.
No, I don't, but I have my students.
Did you want to have kids? You had your husband.
One of my friends, Sophie, said it best. She said she loves her children so much, the best thing she could do for them is not to have them.
You know in the prologue, there was a lady, I went back and there was a lady in by the fountain that I missed in the beginning that talked about this topic, having kids or not during this sort of world. And I think that was the thing that she and Gustav differed on. I think they hinted at it in the orphan dialogue as well, that I think probably, well, if Sophie didn't want kids, then Gustav must have.
See? Dark and personal.
Yeah, you've set the bar high.
Come back with a better story next time.
Living forever sucks, but dying young also sucks. Though Verso's story was rather lacking, Ciel appreciates Verso slightly more than before. Wonder what the other story would have been. Ciel and Verso spent a bit too long teasing each other before going back to the others. Luna... I agree with what Luna thinks about a lot of the times. Yeah, she's a bit pissed at Verso right now.
Luna. Okay. We'll talk later then.
Good idea. Oh. We'll talk right now. Luna stands by the fire, deep in thought. Verso tries to get her attention. Good plan. Don't disturb her thinking. Oh, this could be deal breaker.
Do you like cats?
What?
Do you like cats?
I think you've spent too much time alone. You've forgotten how to start a human conversation.
I just have this feeling you're a cat person.
Between cat and dog, I feel like Luna is a cat person.
Well, you're wrong.
Damn it.
I did have a dog named Pat, though.
Pat means paw? Is that French?
You named your dog Paw. That's like if my parents named me Foot.
My sister named him when we were kids.
Sister.
Stella. She was a gifted artist. And fiery. She definitely made the most of the time she had.
Were you close?
When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives.
Brother.
They didn't care about my parents' research.
You do.
Doesn't seem fair.
No. I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother.
Sol, Stella, Luna.
That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister.
Oh, I wish we got to know more about people's sibling makeups.
So, you knew Gustav for quite a while then?
That's an awful lot of personal questions.
It is, isn't it? All right, we can talk about me again if you want.
How generous of you.
Ask away.
You're on thin ice right now, buddy.
I'm being sincere. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. We've got all night.
What about your siblings?
Remember, you offered. Do you like monkeys?
Oh, come on.
Verso and Luna enjoy a moment together. Luna is in such a good mood that she forgets to ask Verso other important questions. Right after being pissed. Which Verso takes note of. Well, you can read it as we were upset in the moment, but we understand that we have to work together, just like CL said, so trying to put it behind us. They have a bit more fun together before heading back to camp. Are we not gonna talk about what happened to you, Maelle, and what happened at the manor? I feel like we're not gonna talk about it.
I'm sorry, mon vieux. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
Do you have to do anything?
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
Let's spend time with Monoko.
I see you got stronger.
Well, I didn't spend the last few years hiding in the mountains.
The mountain where a Pelerin cut you in half and you cried for my help.
So he didn't die after being cut in half?
Yeah, the mountain where a Stalag stomped you, and I had to evacuate you.
You want to fight?
Well, unlike Gestrels, I need sleep, so I'll pass.
Coward.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded.
In the mountains, I have learned inner peace. These petty provocations do not work on me anymore.
But you still love fighting?
I've missed our little excursions. Yeah, you do too, I know.
Remember our first battle against the duelist?
Sure do. We got our asses kicked pretty hard.
Now she's dead.
And this one time we tried to swim to the Red Tree Island and you got eaten by that snake?
Oh yeah, it turns out living inside a snake's belly is possible when you're immortal.
Oh.
Carving my way out was a nightmare though. Remember that time when you challenged Esquier to a duel?
Well, someone conveniently forgot to mention that Esquier is the most powerful creature in the world.
Why doesn't Esquier defeat the Paintress? Damn it.
Good times. Oh, and remember when...
Monoko and Verso fall back to the familiar pattern of their camaraderie. It's our first one with Monoko.
Good times indeed.
They spend a bit more time bragging before going back to the others. Let me have a look around. Are the Lost Gestrels doing okay over there? People haven't wandered around for a while. They've stuck to the camp. You should have like 4 around here these days. You found some of my kids. Which reward should I give you? I know. I, Sastro, cook extraordinaire, developed a trick to break these weirdly textured things. Let me teach it to you. Oh, should I come back earlier? Paint break. Paint spikes can sometimes block your path. You can now destroy them by attacking with RB, revealing hidden paths with unexpected challenges and rewards. Dang it. Oh, thanks for that, I guess. You found 4 of my 9 lost gestrels so far. Oh, we saw so many of those before. Now we know. Now we know. Esquier? Still got the headband?
I'm mad.
At?
Esquier?
I'm stinking mad.
About Noko?
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too.
Esquier knows Renoir too. It feels like everybody else here, aside from the Expeditioners, are immortal, and they all have deep history with each other.
Enjoying the stars.
Stars are the apples of the sky.
I love the way you see the world.
Oh, that constellation looks like Francois.
Yeah, it's not grumpy enough. He needs to look a bit more cranky.
He's not grumpy. He's just sad. He misses Claire.
Claire? Wait, one of the names that the fading boy mentioned, one of it started with... Wait. Did one start with a CL? And what did the other one start with? R?
Enfant used to be all wee, but now he's all ooh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Ooh.
Yeah. Centuries go by without your best friends. That's gonna make you go ooh.
Everyone's immortal here.
Yeah. But, at least you shared some, Oui? How come you're not grumpy like Francois?
Because he's got his rocks.
I am grumpy.
Oh. Are you now?
I too am ooh. but I'm also wee. So the wee balances the
You might say you're a bit, wee-woo, then.
You really get me, Verso.
I'm a bit, wee-woo myself.
I think the rest of the expeditioner is more on the woo side.
Although I'm a bit more woo than wee these days. Hey, that one looks a little like Minoko.
Damn it, all the debris in the sky is blocking the stars.
Oh, and if you squint and sort of scrunch up your face, that one next to it looks like Noko.
Verso and Eskie feel their bond deepen after this meaningful interaction. Extremely meaningful. They spend more time looking at the stars, saying they look like things they absolutely do not look like. Eskie's nonsense inspires Verso. What? What the hell? Gradient attack unlocked, Verso Striker. Then head back to the others. So, multiple gradient attacks? I don't know if Verso's ever gonna get to use any. We don't get to use gradient attacks that often to begin with. Yeah, that place earlier. I wonder if we could have gone to that part with the woman with the circle? I think we'll have to go back and check, because it didn't seem like there was a way, but maybe I missed it.
I'm sorry, Mongia.
I know.
I'm ready.
When the time is...
Wait, we can still spend time with Monoko? Verso approaches Monoko, who is carefully cleaning his Nevron legs.
Polishing your collection of Nev legs?
Yes. Aren't they beautiful?
Yes. I, too, find the legs of our enemies to be... beautiful.
Yes. I knew you would appreciate them. You, sir, are a true connoisseur of elegant weaponry.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Why do you need to polish them anyway?
A warrior must be prepared for battle. And battle is just as much mental as physical.
Mental, eh?
Imagine you're in Nevron, and you see me, charging toward you, brandishing the well-polished and gleaming leg of one of your brethren. Think of the intimidation.
It's psychological warfare.
True. I wouldn't want to battle anyone who's using your hairy foot as a club. More for the smell than the intimidation.
And then I transform into one of them. Ha! Intimidation and confusion. From that alone, the battle is already won. The rest is mere cleanup.
Funny. Doesn't seem to work for you against stalacts, does it?
That seemed to be a thing that happened at the Frozen Hearts place.
Stalacts are too stupid to realize they should be intimidated and confused.
Right. Definitely not because you're afraid of them.
Pah! Me? I fear no Nevron. Least of all a stalact.
Perfect. In that case,
Let's go fight one.
want to go intimidate some stalacts? We've got some time to kill.
Yes. Well, that would definitely be quite exhilarating. But maybe later. I really need to finish polishing all these legs. I've still got 20 more to go.
I've missed you.
Well, you're basically immortal, but you haven't... How come we started out with basically no legs in your collection?
Alright then. Come on, move over and hand me an extra cloth. Let's get these legs shining so bright they blind our enemies and send them screaming.
As they polish the Nevron legs, Monoko exuberantly bellows a war chant and bullies Verso into singing along. They sing along with great gusto. Okay, we can try to space these out. We don't have to do all of them at once. Luna comes over to shush them, but ends up joining the polishing effort. It takes a while, but they finally finish and head back to the others. Maelle?
Ready for the Axons? Of course you are.
What's Maelle thinking now? What is she thinking? Do you want to tell us about your encounter with Alicia? I know we saw it, the players saw it, but the rest of you guys didn't. And I feel like Luna would appreciate knowing that. Verso approaches Maelle, who is alone by the lake.
What was it like for you, growing up in Lumiere?
Aside from being a sad and lonely orphan, it was great.
Do you not know your parents at all? Too young to remember? Because now I'm very curious about your origins. You know more! And Renoir even said to their faces, he said to everyone there, he's like, you didn't tell... No, he said to Verso at least. You didn't tell her the truth, did you? Maelle's not asking about it?
Although technically, everyone in Lumiere is an orphan.
How old were you when your parents passed away?
Around 3, I guess. Yeah.
So the older kids just take care of the infants?
I was an unwelcome surprise. They never wanted kids. And they definitely didn't want one right before their gommage.
Yeah. Your arrival must have caused quite a bit of concern.
Panic's probably a better word. Then they died. And I bounced around from family to family. I can't even remember all of them. I was kind of a weird kid, I guess.
So was I.
Oh yeah?
You remember being a kid?
Yeah, I was obsessed with my piano and my paint set.
I was a bit more severe than that. I used to have lots of nightmares and talk to myself. Kept running away from home all the time.
Nah, but that's weird, then we're all weird. Actually, I kind of think everyone's a weird kid in someone's eyes.
Kids are weird by default, it's fine.
Well, I was a weird kid in everyone's eyes.
Even Gustav's.
Kind of. It's why he and his sister took me in. Nobody else wanted me. But I guess Gustav and Emma used to be weird kids too. So they liked me.
See? Everyone's weird. What's something you liked about Lumiere?
Wandering around the buildings. Nobody wanted me for any of the fancy apprenticeships. So I got stuck as a runner for the warehouses.
No, she mentioned being a courier in the prologue.
But that turned out to be kind of nice. I got to go everywhere in the city. I probably know the place better than anyone.
Yeah? What was your favorite place?
The Hanging Gardens. Me and Gustav used to go up there a lot.
Gustav and I.
Do you miss Lumiere?
Yeah. I do. Not just the place, but everything about that time. The festivals, the gardens, dancing the night away on the harbour. Before... well, all this. But that home is gone. Not just the place, but also the people.
You have us now?
I don't think I'm not sure if our relationship is that deep enough that I would say that. You have us now. In his eyes, we're probably just gonna die whenever.
Yeah. And you've got me.
And in our eyes, we might not know him as well yet.
So, you want to dance the night away?
Maybe us, Ciel.
Maelle starts to open up to Verso. She feels more comfortable with him. And does Verso with Maelle. Takes time. Especially, you know, Ciel is more outgoing, right? But someone like Maelle might be a bit more introverted. So it'll take time. Maelle and Verso spend some time reminiscing about the past. Then head back to the others. Our current objective is to defeat the two Axons in their respective islands to forge a weapon able to pierce the monolith barrier. It's read in journals. Maelle finds a spot where she can write. She writes about Old Lumiere and how their city was actually transported from the continent to the ocean. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. For those who come after. Check up.
So, the masked person with Renoir, that's your sister?
What? I hadn't considered that.
What a hard leap to make.
Okay, yeah, Renoir and his daughter.
Her name's Alicia.
What's wrong with her? She wears a mask all the time, she never talks, and she's always staring.
She was trapped in a fire a long time ago. Damaged her face and her throat, so, yeah.
I'm not sure if he's just uncomfortable talking about it because that's a horrible thing to have happened, or is he still trying to lie a little bit here by not saying the whole truth? Because he looks very shifty right now. And Alicia and Maelle have some sort of a relation.
Why did they come to see me?
I don't know. That surprised me when he told me.
Oh, you told him?
She helped me before. I thought she'd help me again, but it seems she's chosen a different side. Family is complicated, right?
Can you just tell me how many people are in your family right now?
Yeah.
Do you want the armband back?
No.
What?
I feel like a fraud wearing it, given, you know.
You won't be a fraud if you told us everything right now.
Wear it anyway. You said you chose your side, right?
I did. You're not upset with me?
Strangely, no. I hate secrets, but Gustav always gave people the benefit of the doubt. And your actions are what matters. I trust you.
I guess their stance right now is that they know Verso is not saying everything still, potentially, but they're like, okay, well, he might have a reason for not saying it, so we're just gonna let him be and continue to go on like that. Bit of a fragile alliance in that case.
Thanks.
Yeah. Because seriously, earlier, Renoir was like, you didn't tell her the whole truth yet. And it definitely wasn't about Verso being his son. That wasn't the only thing. Like, he didn't even mention about Alicia until Maelle just guessed it randomly here. We don't have that many resplendent chroma catalysts. I'm so reluctant to use anything. Verso, I think Verso is a little bit... He's fine, he doesn't need to be any stronger right now. Luna could stand to be stronger though. In terms of the abilities, which one do I like? Free aim shot deals damage to an additional random target. Lightning skills cost 1 less AP. These are elementally based. A lot of them are. Lighter and fire? Maelle's kind of fire related, so I'm hesitant to... No, we should use it though. We haven't used it in a while. That's gonna take 2. 2? I feel like CL is stronger than Luna right now, the way I'm doing her. So I will give the little bit of pick me up for Luna. Sure. Fire. Everybody. Monoko. Keep playing catch up. Okay. Go to sleep for the night?
Im